Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Mordheim, City of the Damned. Now, before going any further, I want to get something out of the way. It is not unusual for a Sisters Warband to lose their first few games. They do tend to be late developers. It's not that they do better at the higher levels, but there's something about the mid to late campaign where it's not so much that you have a higher level warband or higher level warband members, but you've got access to better equipment, you have people you can swap out in your reserves benches, you know, and it's at that point when Sisters really come into their own and start hitting major winning streaks. Now, there are some other factions. We're talking purely against the computer here, not against human players. Against human players, it's kind of more even at all levels. But essentially, some factions like the Skaven, or the Undead, do really well in the early campaign when everyone's low level, but as everyone else levels up, they start doing less and less and less effectively until the Skaven are really not that dangerous in the late campaign. Unless they manage to bombard you with enough poison that they're seriously dangerous again. So, that's my way of saying I might lose my first few games. And my first game is going to be the easiest one, because I'm allowed to do it on normal difficulty, and I'm going to try to pull up the League rules, because apparently they've been clarified, stroke updated by the game night, so now it is possible and permitted to send Warpstone to the secondary factions in a Die in Mordheim challenge. That's going to make things... Yes, he's literally put what you are allowed to send to secondary factions at any time. The word R is in capital letters. Now, that's both a blessing and a curse, because I'm obviously going to want to send to secondary factions, but essentially I'm going to have to treat this, it's a single player campaign, but we're going to have to treat it like an ultra single player campaign. Essentially only send Warpstone to primary factions to pay the bills, right? We got money, we need to pay people's wages, we need to pay people's medical bills. If we have a shortage of money, we sell off spare gear before sending off Warpstone to secondary factions. That being said, sending secondary factions over primary faction is useful because it will allow us cheaper skill training. I'll have to ask about, because some skills can only be trained from reserves, so I'll have to ask about that, because that might not be allowed. Okay, so after my first mission gets to be at normal, and then everything after that has to be deadly. So there's two things that could cause a big problem here. First off, oh god, average, poor, very poor, poor. So I don't want to do that one. So crush their will or marked for death. I'd really rather do Warpstone Rush. So that's the other thing, right? I'm going to have to treat every map as Warpstone Rush, regardless of the actual objectives. Right, Sisters are not very good at completing certain objectives, like the steal the other company's standard and return it to your wagon. Sisters can pretty much forget that one, right? Also, because it's random deployment, that's going to hurt Sisters a lot in the early game when they don't have good equipment. I mean, it's like, right now, not everyone has helmets, right? Sisters work at their best when they can gather together into a great big death ball and go rolling up the battlefield, or, well, the ruins of the city, you know. Just like one great big cluster of pissed off angry women with shields and armour charging up the street, battering everything that gets in the way, right? That's how they work. They essentially are like a Viking or Anglo-Saxon shield wall, or a Roman Tetsudo, you know. Tetsudo's more... Is it Testudo? I can't remember. Anyway, given the random deployment, I'm going to have to remember everything I can about the maps to try and get people back together, because I'm also going to have to plunder any items I can from a map to sell them, I'm going to be even less about objectives early on and more about... And I know that completing objectives gets me extra experience points, but sometimes it just won't be possible. My primary objective is keep everyone alive, right? Stockpile warpstone for that 4th massive delivery requirement, and sell what we can to get by. Also, on the matter of training, we will not be able to train skills very often, right? But essentially, if people are injured and recovering, those will be the times I will be looking to train skills. Furthermore, obviously, just like in a single player campaign, you don't train skills as soon as you get the opportunity to train skills. Oh no. No. You save those skill points and hold on to them for a good opportunity. And you know what? I am going to make one more tweak. We'll change Anna's name to Anya, because that way it'll look a little more old world. So she can be Anya von Grenstadt. Here we go. Yeah. Now I need to find somewhere to put this. There's a miniature on my mouse mat. I'll put it over there. It's one of the more recent Kingdom Death figures. It's partially assembled. There's 4 more pieces to put on it out of the something like 18 that make it up. Yeah, fun. So, right. So, average warpstone poor items, average warpstone poor items. So one divides into 3 strike teams. One is caught exploring buildings. Right, if I'm outside the buildings and the enemy are inside the buildings, they have the advantage, and I need to gather my 3 strike teams together. If I'm inside the buildings, I need to gather my company together. So being inside the buildings, you have a slight advantage of having the cover. You have to also work out where the hell you are. Now, I don't know if it's permitted to abuse the loophole of cycling through inactive warband members when it's not your turn to get a better view of the battlefield and working out where you are. It's a little known. You can use the A and D keys, I think it is, to cycle through, because normally when it's not your turn you get a viewpoint from the character whose turn it is next. If the enemy does anything that's like, hey, look at me, you should see this, your camera will be wrenched to the viewing character, the one who's most likely to see it or gets the best view of it. However, if you can't see the enemy and you can't see what they're doing, you can use A and D to, I'm pretty sure it's A and D, to cycle through available warband members who haven't taken their turn yet to essentially scout out the area while you're waiting for your turn. That seems to be against the spirit of this challenge. So this one warband divided into 3 strike teams while the others are scattered randomly around the area. If I'm divided into 3 strike teams, that's bad. If I'm scattered, that's bad. Being inside the buildings is a double-edged sword, but I'm gonna go for this. Right, hold on though. Objective is marked for death. Normally marked for death will be 2 or 3 people, and one of them will be stuck in a corner and not come out to fight or hiding, and you're not going to get to chase them down this early in the campaign. This one, Crush Their Well, is just beat lots of them up. Admittedly, they can beat me the same way, but that's normal, so I'm actually going to go for this one. And fingers crossed it'll be okay-ish. So, just before I go in, it's... Where's the no overhead map? Right, no overhead map, no backtracking. Got it. I generally strongly dislike backtracking, because it feels like cheating. Always launch mission, never launch and deploy. That's going to be really painful if I get ambush missions sometime. So, here we go.
Alone in the ruins, you take the opportunity to send your warriors to pillage the nearby buildings. As your warband disperses and begins to explore, however, an enemy warband arrives and deploys its own patrols in the area.
It's okay. We're in the buildings. Fingers crossed that'll be a good thing.
A new round has started.
We're also probably not going first. Now, the AI plays badly in that it will tend to only pick up 1 or 2 pieces of warpstone and then head straight for us looking for a fight. Looking at the initiative values, I want to say mercenaries or sisters. Those enemy initiative values are a bit low for Skaven. Right. Isn't this an item I can interact with? Yes, it is. Excellent. I mean, I want to do that. Let's pick that up. So that's a really good start. Let's use a perception roll, which... Oh, we succeeded. Nice. Okay. That's our cart. Actually, is that our cart? That could be the enemy cart. But it's also the only thing in range. That's looking like a trap. So if we get to here and throw up a dodge stance, and of course because I shrank down the game to check the background I need to close the alt tabs. You press the alt key, it cycles through these tabs on the side, which eat up a lot of screen space. So, whatever happens, we're going out of this room. We want a perception test to try and find what we can. Okay, there's a trap down there, and something over there that might not be a trap. Alright. Warpstone on the ground down there. Nothing upstairs. Table. Okay, yeah, we can go pick up this item, whatever it is. That's a chest, not a table. Alright. And because this looks very dangerous... Oh... Is that open? Is that a walkway? Yes, that's a walkway, that's trouble. Right, and we want to get our shield ready to stay alive and not get killed by whatever wickedness may come this way from down there. So we need to take it slow and steady and regroup. I'm going to fail a lot of these, but I'm going to be making perception checks every turn to try to find things. Okay, so there's our wagon, and there's our novice across the street through that doorway just down there. So we want to be heading downstairs to group up. However, just a novice or a sister. This is a sister. I'm wondering if we want to go upstairs to look for things. No, I think we just need to gather together. Oh, that is one of ours. Okay, so that doesn't help me determine what kind of enemies we may face. Let's go here. get that shield ready. I know it's only a 1% difference, but at this point it does count. 25 or 26? Yep. Right, so we will go for a perception check just in case we pass, and we don't. That is only to be expected at this point. We'll take a quick look in there. I don't think I want to risk there being no jump down point. So I'm going to head down these stairs, and can I get round this corner without losing a... No. Okay. So there's our wagon. Where is our novice? She's near it. Other side of the building, maybe. We've got a sister there. Can I power her up for next turn so she can go a bit faster? So come on, do it for Sigmar. And our enemies may in fact be more sisters by the look of it. We'll have to wait and see. So, Sister Agatha Luden, we need you to fail a perception check, or ideally pass one. Lovely! And that's our wagon downstairs. That's the chest upstairs, which we may have already opened. But no, we haven't. Right, we've crossed the line, so we can't backtrack to that. So I need to walk outside. Yeah, see, there's the blue dot. If I... No, see, that would be backtracking. Okay, so we can't climb up that. Technically I hit the dot there, and that's a bad thing. I shouldn't have done that. That may even have disqualified me from the entire bloody challenge at this point, and I hope not. Because it is a first match after all. That looks like a trap down there, and in fact the trap that we've spotted with... Yeah, there's the novice down there, right. So, shield up, and let's hope the enemy don't come murder us all before we get another turn. Oh, crush their will is for steal their idol one. Well, we can forget that then. Actually, looking at the enemy morale, it may very well be sisters.
A new round has started.
It is. I see red hammers, it's sisters. Okay, that explains the one we could see out in the open, who I suspected wasn't ours. This is going to be painful then. Because they're going to play in a very suicidal way. And we are not going to get to pick up... Oh, they picked up another... Wait, was that us? Ow! Get you for that, you bitch. There. Alright. I am resisting the... So that could be their wagon. I need to get outside the building, see if it's got a red light or a blue light over it. That is blue, that's ours. Where is the red light? Can't tell from here. Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay. Just in case I can find something. Nah, I thought it was not. I thought it was much. Right. I'm going to go back to here. Dodge stunts. Alright. We're going to go downstairs. There's some warpstone over there outside that door that we can't go through. We can go through this door and probably around this corner. Yeah. That's blue, that's ours, that's great. Let's get to where we can pick up both. Yeah. I'll pick up both of these and put them in our wagon. So obviously Anya von Grenstadt, she saw a sign in the stars, maybe even the twin-tailed comet, heading for Mordheim, and she knew that she would be needed here, within this city of debauchery and sin. I mean, she didn't know it was a city of debauchery and sin until the comet hit it, at which point it was obvious, and she'd clearly known it all along. Right, so we're gonna pop these all in here. Gonna go pray like a good priestess should. And then get that shield up to ward off the heretical sisters who clearly disagree with us. Right, you get whacked. I mean, I don't think you're going to get whacked again, and we got a parry stance here, but we got reinforcements coming our way soon. She's using Crimson Shade? Nutter! And she ran into a trap and turned around and ran back. I see, ambush stance. How wide is her ambush stance? Well, it doesn't matter because... look at this. Hammer time, baby! Yeah, that's right. You go pick on her, you get me as well. Eat it, bitch. Eat hammer to the face. Right, so we're just going to go pick that up, whatever it is. Shield, yes. Dagger, yes. We're just taking those straight up. Now. Are there any friendly... well, we're just going to empower you again for next turn. Then we're going to try a perception check, just in case we can pass. And we can. Great. There's a chest just there. I believe we've already opened that one. Trap out there. Okay. And then shield up, because we want to live. Now, we're very wary of this ambush stance. If we go down the bottom of those stairs, we might get jumped. However, if we're really stupid, we can go back in here now and try and climb up here. Because we want to jump across, which we may very well fail. We did. And we get horrific clipping. We'll climb up again. And then we'll try and jump across again. Because there's something to pick up. Blah. Okay, awesome. And that's the end of our turn. But we're nearly at the box. Whatever it is, it's got to be valuable. Also, the enemy morale has taken a bit of a bashing, hasn't it? In terms of warpstone, we've picked up 3, they've picked up 1. That's kind of good. It's not good enough. And we do need items. And did she get stuck? It looked like she got stuck. It's not ideal, her getting stuck, obviously. And oh, you're running in to join this fight, are you? You're trying to end the battle quickly by running away like a coward and... oh no! Okay, that was a very lucky miss. It would be really nice to find where they are. Wait a minute. So I'm going to start with a perception check. I thought I knew where they were, and then I was wrong. Okay. I see her. That's really bad news for us. However, that's our sister superior over there. I may be able to get up this slope and explore. But for now, it's in this little sister's best interest to stay out of harm's way just far enough that it will be difficult for enemies to come and beat her up. And then she needs to go support the Mother Superior. Yeah, that's not good news. Tried, and it seems to have paid off. Right, the enemy leader is just around the corner. Who are you? You don't look like one of ours. Right. Hang on a minute, I think I need to sneeze. Now, if she's the one I think it is, then the big fight's going on in there, and we don't want to leave our flag unprotected. So it's literally worth just moving to here. Attempt to cast Sigmar's Might. Hey, good casting roll. And then just parry stance. Hopefully blocking both the chest and the flag. Right, you get hit. And yes, I think that is exactly the sister I was looking at. I'm going to go for a parry stance. We got a heroine there to come in and join the fray momentarily. Oh, hello, look at this. Bop. One-handed hammer is better than two-handed flail in the instance when you're outnumbered 2 to 1. I hope. Right, so we want to go pick this up without spending a movement point, if at all possible. So I'm using the little take half a step thing that you're allowed to use to pick up. The developers put it in there in case there was something really close to... Nope, we've lost a point of move, so now we can just step in and pick it up. Oh, 3 gold crowns. Lovely. So obviously we're just going to have to go like this. We want to jump down. And then no parry stance, just getting outside. Oh, this is going to hurt. Let's just be just here. And I'm not going to go over an ambush stance because ambush stances get really tricky on stairs. And this is exactly what I thought would happen. So Agatha's going to need saving, and she may very well get it. So we got 3 engagements. We got this tight little cluster in here and the 2 single combats outside.
A new round has started.
Nice. Like on this there, that's great. Yeah, that shield didn't work so well this time. Okay. Oof. Alright, can you hit her? No. That's unfortunate, because she managed to hit you. Now, hopefully, we get to turn the tide. Go round that corner and say, hey, hello, look. We're going to try and cast a spell. I wouldn't normally be this magic happy in a initial engagement, but we need to pile on a bit of damage here, and having 2 sisters with blessed weapons would be better than just for 1. Now, Clara, all you need to do here is get rid of her dodge. Doesn't matter if she succeeds or fails, the dodge has to go, the dodge has gone, that is brilliant. I should have checked. The chest is inside the building. I've checked, the chest is inside the building. That's what I needed to know. Now, You are engaged by her. That is a problem. It makes it harder to loot the fallen heroine. Could have put her on delay. Right. Parry stance. And now their morale is so low, they're probably thinking of running away. Yeah. Galliano, you are a severe danger to us at this point now. But you are alone and exposed. Which means that if you cast Sigmar's Might, you're the only one benefiting from it. And you're probably gonna... Whoa! I should not speak too soon, she has a second attack. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Blumedak.
A new round has started.
Alright, so we're going for a love tap here. And we succeed in knocking our health down a tiny little bit. Okay, so all Marlena's doing here is keeping Brunhilde Schultz busy. And away from that fight over there, that we can see behind her. Now we're going to attempt... I know this is risky. But hey, it paid off. And we get the discounted melee attack. I love how she keeps failing her block rolls. And then another hammer blow, which will miss, unfortunately, but hey, it happens. And shield up. She's probably got some kind of bonus for being upstairs. Right now, we want to open this chest and pick up that money. Then we want to find out if this lovely girl left a present for us on the floor. And she did! How delightful! And then we want to make sure this heavily armoured girl doesn't beat up our heroine too much. There we go. I think the next one is that... Oh, it's her! Okay. I was thinking one of them might be trapped in scenery in the distance somewhere. Maybe it was wishful thinking. Right. Do we disengage? I think we might have to. Disengaging is going to cost 2 red. So we can attack first. Then I believe we disengage. Move to here. Go around. No, go a little further. And get that parry stance ready. Because we want to live. Now, that's really low health. And what's even worse is because of the scenery, we can't disengage. So we just have to try and hit her. And we are carrying valuable goodies, so we really don't want to get beaten up, but it's probably going to happen now. Oh, lovely! She's scared! That really works in our favour. As does that, actually. Yeah, get hit. Wow. I just need to remember, it is never going to be this easy ever again in this challenge. This is as easy as it gets, and that's not saying very much. And we really do need the spell. Oh my god, 83 out of 85, that's good. Uh-oh. Sigmar is angry. She has asked for his blessings too often. He has rebuked her most thoroughly. And again, we are battering the crap out of Galliana von Katz. At least she's not Caroline von Katz, eh? Now there's a reference most of you might not get. Ow. And we need to find more warpstone, because there's like 14 more pieces on the map apparently. Which means maybe trying to stretch this out an awful long time. Yeah, we're probably going to just die if we try and do that. So unfortunately, we're just going to make a run for the chest. Pop those in there. Then we will attempt a perception check, just in case we manage it. And we do. Excellent. Oh, there's something up there. Okay. That we would love to get to. I don't see a good climb up point at all. But if I go the long way around and just stop here, throw up an ambush stance just in case. It'll probably be all over very soon anyway. Like, maybe now. Oil bomb. Shield. That's about as far as we get to go this time. And now, they're probably going to flee. Yeah. Well, nobody died, and I don't think we got any serious injuries. By died, by the way, I don't mean got taken out of action, I mean actually dead, you know. Like casualty recovery roll, dead, seriously dead. So we got some warpstone. And we all lived. So that's good. That's good.
Strength in steel wins a fight. But it is your strength of spirit that wins battles.
From here on out, it's going to be deadly missions all the way. I'll honestly settle for Warband getting a single rank. My dreams of getting to rank 10 are basically non-existent at this point, you know. Okay, so yeah, 2 experience for surviving the mission. Better than nothing. Okay, she got a point, that's good. Now, we didn't get very much, but we got something, okay? Now, I hate this button that pays everyone's wages at once. I much prefer to do them individually because that way I know I've gone and dealt with the person. So you get your wages paid, that's great. And you also get this pendant. Make you a little bit braver. You're likely to be out scouting and possibly get ganged up on a little bit. So that little bonus has got to help. Likewise, she's going to get paid. We don't have any nice gear for her. We've got lots of old clothes to sell. We want leadership for sisters. For sisters, leadership and intelligence are a priority over alertness, usually. That being said, we are not going to be neglecting alertness, but I'm probably going to need to spend some time in between episodes when it comes to the heroines. Right, so with skills for your henchmen, or henchwomen in this case, you can take the basic skill. You cannot take the advanced version of the skill, which requires higher abilities. For heroines, however, you can take the advanced skills, so actually... Come on, get off there. I'm trying to pay my bloody wages. There, you just mouse over it and it won't let go. Right. So we are going for the leadership, because the Sister Superiors are kind of like cornerstone characters who are going to fight and die. And now, for the matriarch, we actually get a bit sneaky and we go, blatantly, what do we need for the healing spell? We need 9 intelligence. Okay then. And like 15 intelligence for the advanced version of it or something, but I could have sworn she had a point to spend. Oh well. She'll get one. So we can't use the smuggler's den yet. What we can do is sell some of those old clothes. Like, all of them. Might be able to sell the odd shield or two, but for now, we're doing okay, so we'll end the day there.
A new shipment has been requested.
Right. So Bertha Bestrofrung has demanded 75 weight of warpstone. We need to fail this delivery. That's okay, we got 19. But we need to seriously fail it. This is awkward because if we could pay it off and get the extra 25, we get the loyal agent. We want to get loyal agent, right? But we don't want to pay that 75. If and it has to be sent all in one go. So I could send off a number of small shipments, because that loyal agent would, having that by the time we have our 4th demand, would be really helpful. Alright, discount leadership skills, discount alertness skills. Alertness skills might be useful, but leadership skills are going to be much. Leadership toughness, alertness, ballistic skills, strength. So basically we're wanting Sigmar's Haven weapon skill. Yeah, we're wanting to push Sigmar's Haven more than Brigand's Berg. However, we also want to keep most of our warpstone for the 4th. I don't know how much it's going to be, okay, but it might be something ridiculous like 180 or 200. So we should hold on to that and not sell it. Man, if they had some more protective gear right now, that would be great. There's a pendant. There's another pendant. Let's not take that for now. And we're on a new day, so that will be a new mission and a new episode. I'm going to wrap this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio, guys!